few weeks ago, we lost fifth gear in our motorhome, which is a 1998 Hymer B564, which is based on the Fiat Ducato. Now, I wasn't able to film the process because we got a garage to do it. However, what I'd like to do in this video is show you the fifth gear and show you what went wrong with it. Now, to start off with, I called up Coastal Motorhomes, who I normally use, but they didn't have any in stock. However, they were able to tell me what I actually needed. So I went onto eBay, and after a few hours of looking around, I managed to buy a full set for £415. So doing a bit of investigation online, I found out that losing fifth gear is actually quite common in our model of Fiat Ducato and age of Fiat Ducato. And there's loads of write-ups about how to do it. Looks like it's a simple 2 to 3 hour job. However, we managed to get somebody local in Guildford actually to sort it out for us. Now, this guy, all he does is gearboxes, and he is an expert. In fact, the likes of all the dealerships around him, like Mercedes and Toyota, Ford and all that kind of thing, and even Bentley, I believe, go to him to fix their gearboxes in their vehicles that they have. So he's a bit of a wizard when it comes to gearboxes, and apparently he's been doing it like for 40 years. So he was able to explain to me what went wrong with our gear, and I'm going to try and do that for you now. Emphasis on the try. So I'm not going to pretend that I know exactly what I'm talking about here, but I'm going to have a go at showing you how this fits together, and I might be wrong. This is the actual fifth gear, and this is the synchro, and here we have the hub, and the hub fits in there. I think this is called the synchro ring. That fits in there like that. Now this goes on like that, and when you change gear, it comes down and engages the fifth gear. No idea where this little cog goes. I'm assuming it goes on there somehow, or even on there. When you put the gear into fifth, these little teeth around the edge here, they engage with the synchro, kind of lock together like that. And the teeth are of a diamond shape, and I'll just draw that for you so show you what I mean. And when you apply throttle, they kind of grip into each other due to the shape and due to the force of the gear rotating. Now, looking at the teeth, you can see on the left hand side of this diamond shape, it's all worn out. And the same goes for the synchro as well. On the right, it's very worn down. Now, if I flip it over, you'll see there's no wear on either side. So that's what they're supposed to look like. Now, with the gear, if you turn it over, you can see these numbers on the back. So these two numbers, 58 by 35, is the amount of teeth and the ratio for the gear. And using these numbers, I was able to order a new gear set. So reading up on the internet, I discovered that if you're quite lucky, you can actually take the synchro, take this part off of it, flip it over, and then put it back on. If you can line it up properly, and that should solve your problem. So both sides of this have teeth on either side. If I put it on the gear, you can see that there's movement on both sides. One side has a little bit more movement than the other side, and that is because the teeth are worn. Now, like I said, I'm not entirely sure what this part is for. This is the small cog. And I noticed that it's actually got the name of the aftermarket manufacturer on the back. So this is the new cog. So he hasn't replaced that. Obviously not needed. Now, I've been taking this off with ease. But word of warning, it wasn't so easy because these places around here, these recesses, is home to 3 of these. Little spring and a cup. There you go, it's gone. Little spring and a cup and a ball bearing. So I accidentally removed them and I've lost a ball bearing in the process. Luckily, this is the old one, so it's not so much of a problem. But if you're doing it yourself, just watch out for those little ball bearings, 3 of them. Now, I asked the chap what would have caused the problem, thinking that it was the lack of oil, you know, the starvation of oil getting to that fifth. And he said, no, it's most likely the way I was driving, and, well, it's just wear and tear really. On the newer models, so that's 2002 onwards, the gears, those little teeth, those diamond teeth, they hardened them to avoid the problem. However, he said that what actually happened was the gear is still placed up high, but what actually happened was those teeth would then just snap. They would just shear off in the gear, causing a bit of mess, of course, maybe damaging some other gears in the box. And he can tell, just by understanding what the problem is, he can tell whether or not you've got an older gearbox or the newer gearbox, because the older gearbox, like ours, the fifth gear would just pop out, whereas in the newer gearbox, it just wouldn't go in at all. You have no fifth at all, or it wouldn't go in. I think I can't remember exactly what he said now. So he told me that what causes the wear in the fifth gear is driving along and changing into fifth before hitting 50 miles an hour. So if you change into fifth after 50 miles an hour, you're going to eliminate some of that wear. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you found that fascinating or useful. Until next time, goodbye.